that was the difference between early on in the career and later on when you get to that big stage. But once that bell rang, I knew what I had to do, and I didn't let.
What's up, guys? In this video, you're going to hear a conversation I had with one of the greatest middleweight boxers of all time, Kelly the Ghost Pavlik. You're going to hear him talk about the importance of using the crowd's energy in huge moments to work for your favor, and how it can either go one way or the other. You're going to hear a conversation referencing that famous 2007 middleweight championship fight where he challenged for the belt against, at the time, an undefeated Jermain Taylor. And as you hear Kelly ask after the fight in the ring about the difference between getting up from the knockdown and not getting up, talking about when Kelly got dropped earlier in the fight for the first time in his career, undefeated fighter, and in that moment he gets knocked down and gets back up, and then rounds later he knocks Taylor down and Taylor didn't get up.
Fair to say the difference in the fight is that you got up and he didn't?
Well, I got up because I didn't get hit as hard. But, I just showed hard. And Jermain, hey, that was just some brutal shots. If he could have got back up, I'm sure he would have.
Did you realize
A great opportunity to talk about the metaphor and the tie-ins with boxing and life, adversity, how we come back from these things. And you don't have to be a fighter to understand this. You don't have to get into the ring. You don't have to get hit in the head. You don't have to put your body on the line like these warriors do to understand and to recognize the importance of overcoming adversity, being able to get up when you don't want to, being able to stand tall when everything around you is collapsed. So it's one of the reasons why I feel whoever's listening to this, wherever you are, you could learn bits of boxing, of the sweet science, and apply it to your everyday life. I have clients who work in the corporate world, I have clients who are coaches, I have clients who are students, and the type of adversity, obviously you'll never be in a world championship fight. You won't know what it's like to have to come back up like Kelly had to do against Jermain. But I think once you're learning the sweet science, you're learning the fundamentals, and you're watching your progress, and you're watching yourself getting better and better, I think what it does do, though, is help develop this sort of mindset. It helps also mold character. It molds discipline. You develop certain sort of strengths that nobody else could see except yourself, because you've been putting in the work. You also know you've been vulnerable. It takes a vulnerable person and somebody who's willing to develop themselves to put themselves in a position to learn. So that in itself, I feel we could draw comparisons to the fighter who gets up from being knocked down, stands back up before the bell and wins the fight, and the person maybe going through a breakup, or the person who loses their job. And I think that's where learning new skills, learning new languages, learning how to box can come into play in our everyday lives, that we could use these things for our advantage. So hopefully you enjoyed this little chat. You can follow Kelly, the links are below, and also if you want to watch that whole interview, that YouTube link is in the comments as well.
You use the fans when you need them. And I think a lot of fighters do that and some don't. And unfortunately, I think the ones that don't end up getting hurt by that. But mainly it was showtime. Like I stuck to my game plan. I had to. I had a guy in front of me wanting to knock me out as much as I wanted to knock him out. And that big stage, I liked it. I liked it after the fight. I liked it before the fight. But if I didn't perform and do what I was supposed to do in there, that shit would have been gone. You know what I mean? That wouldn't have been there no more. That big stage, because in boxing or as in any sport, man, that you got a short window, a small window of opportunity, and that shit's gone quick too.